Well, I started playing music at a pretty early age. I started playing guitar when I was 8 years old.
Right.
And I took lessons. My mom had a teacher come to the house, and she bought me like a 3/4 size Harmony acoustic guitar. And the teacher taught me to the basic chords, and he brought songbooks when he'd come. And he would actually make me, not just teach me the guitar, but he'd make me sing the songs.
Right.
So it was like Beatles songs and American folk songs and some gospel songs and stuff. So, you know, when I look back to that and I look at where I ended up as kind of being a singer, songwriter, guitarist, I think those were more like song lessons,
right,
as opposed to just guitar lessons.
I can see that.
So I think that was my foundation early on, was songs as opposed to just guitar. And then, you know, when I got older and into my teen years, and I first heard Zeppelin and Janis Joplin and Aerosmith and, you know, all that amazing music of the late 60s and 70s is what, you know, I was in high school,
right,
middle school, high school at that time. That's when I wanted an electric guitar, and I started learning, you know, teaching myself the blues licks and stuff. And so, you know, it just kind of formed into, you know, ultimately what, you know, I turned out doing, which was writing, playing, and singing the songs. It's kind of always felt like one thing to me, all three. So,
right.
And, you know, I mean, the early days with Cinderella, it was just, it was pretty mind-blowing to have. I always describe it as like this, it felt like this tornado kind of swooped down and picked us up and took us on this crazy ride, because things happened so fast in the 80s, you know, with the visual aspect that MTV brought to things,
right,
you know, and, you know, it's just careers, even though there was years that went into, you know, writing night songs and developing the craft, once the lightning struck in the 80s, it would go from here to here.
Yeah.